Formal social control refers to the structured and organized methods used by institutions to regulate individual behavior and maintain order in society. This form of control is enforced through established laws, policies, and official procedures, often carried out by government bodies such as the police, judicial systems, and educational institutions. Unlike informal social control, which is based on personal relationships and cultural norms, formal social control relies on explicit written rules and the authority of institutions to ensure compliance. By doing so, it aims to prevent deviant behaviour and uphold societal standards. Now let's look at some examples of formal social control in action. A classic example is the legal system, where laws are written to guide citizens on what is acceptable behaviour, with specific punishments outlined for those who break these laws. For instance, laws against theft or assault explicitly define these actions as crimes and impose penalties for offenders. Another example includes school rules, which regulate student conduct, such as dress codes or attendance policies. In a workplace setting, formal social control appears in the form of employee handbooks outlining acceptable behaviours and procedures for handling misconduct. Formal social control employs various mechanisms to enforce compliance and maintain order. One primary mechanism is legal enforcement, where police and other law enforcement agencies have the authority to penalise individuals for unlawful actions. Courts then follow through with the judicial process, determining appropriate sentences or fines. Another important mechanism is surveillance, where institutions monitor behaviour to ensure adherence to rules. This can include security cameras in public spaces or monitoring software in workplaces. Additionally, institutions like schools or workplaces often implement disciplinary actions, such as suspensions or terminations, to address violations of established norms. Understanding the importance of formal social control helps clarify its role in society. It provides a framework for maintaining societal order and safety by clearly defining acceptable behaviours, which helps reduce confusion about laws and consequences. Furthermore, formal social control promotes social cohesion by ensuring that all members of society are aware of and adhere to shared standards. This enforcement can help prevent chaos and facilitate cooperation among citizens, contributing to the overall stability and function of communities. Moreover, it can also protect the rights of individuals by establishing clearly defined legal protections. Now let's look at some criticisms of formal social control. One major criticism is that it can be overly rigid and may not account for individual circumstances. For example, an individual might receive a harsh punishment for a minor offence due to strict legal terms, which can seem unjust. Another criticism is that formal social control can lead to an excessive focus on punishment rather than rehabilitation. Critics argue that this approach can fail to address the root causes of behaviour, such as social or economic factors. Additionally, there are concerns that formal social control can disproportionately affect certain groups within society, leading to systemic inequities in how laws are applied and enforced.